both of us also.
You're right. I'll fight. Think you can beat us, huh?
Since I was baby and teething, oddly, I want to understand what it is to be even, leaving marks. My rhyme is coming straight from the heart. Part like they used to do in the 80s, I rhyme on the lately, and maybe one day we'll all see sunlight. Opposite of a gunfight. Better days, I'm rocking freestyle, and yes, y'all, the sweater is a little bit feeling, waiting for the drums to come in. But it's all cool. My name is YU and I do this on the regularly too. People in the crowd now, some people would say that this is a freestyle. When folks get too hyped, I tell them ease down. Rhymes I squeeze out to be outside and amongst people is where I would be. I feel powerfully, get up on the mic, and then I smile at these people like I'm in a good mood, culinary, you know, eat good food. On the regularity, I rock the freestyle, you can say that I am never scary. April 14th, 7-8, rock the freestyle, my rhyme, it's like a detonator. because I blow it. About to freestyle to show it. Poet, you can say that. Rhymes, I tend to play that. Been doing this since the way back. Like 96, I believe it was. Back when it was me and my cuz. Me and my man Javon and Eric, we used to put rhymes together. Making people feel better. Like real better. Like good weather. Somebody mess up my mood, never. I can't let them do that. My name is YU and I'm medical with rap. Meaning that it's like surgery. You could get burned. That'll be 3rd degree. Haven't heard of me. But we can hopefully change that. My name is YU. 78ers for Bangs Cat. Like that and to low budget. Hopefully in the future there's no struggling. But we waiting.
MPC can sometimes be a fickle mistress.
True.
A fickle mistress. Oh, shite.
Well, let me hear y'all say, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Say, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Say, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, all right then.
All right.
I be hoping that the drum will come. But hey, we make the most of it,
I had them have an apartment and experience living in the United States. And they recorded basically all the changes, and they were like noticing all the differences between there and here. And I used some of the audio from that. But I just really wanted to kind of capture how, I don't know exactly what it would sound like to be from where they from, but I was trying to, at the time I bought a kalimba with an input so I could run it through effects.
Oh, wow.
And this was the first one I made with that. And I played the bass on it and the kalimba.
In the United States, people are not friendly. You can find somebody walking in the street by himself, no, don't even talk, you know. You cannot go to the house of someone whom you don't know, though you are all Americans. Call the police, why this guy come to my house and I don't know him. But in Sudan, they can ask you, have you got lost? Are you new to this place? They can ask you. You say, I'm new to this place, they can show you where you are. You can even talk to them. It is important we ask them, how do people work inside? How do people feel when you ask somebody, now can you show me a way? How do you feel, you know? That's different, cannot even ask him. These are different people.
I'm not working hard enough. I'm not working hard enough.
How are you going to be this life? Great change, actually.
Come on, man. Yeah. Wow. I'm not working hard enough, dog. I'm not working hard enough.
How are we doing on time? In the independent world, so you could probably speak to compare and contrast that.
Yeah, I mean, just with anything, it's like you having something that nobody else claims and that you own, that's yours. Throughout years with the music industry, it's always been you sign and then we owe. You owe us your music, we own it. And until you make a substantial amount of money to either buy it back or break even, as they say, that's like the whole mantra of all the record labels in the 90s and coming up. Independent labels and independent music has been in the forefront based on the internet. If it wasn't for the internet and having your own way of distributing your own music, you wouldn't see this brand new wave of people independently owning their own stuff. I think the first time that I realized it was like the era of Master P. And as you know, the story of Master P, pretty much taking his music in his own hands and creating this label and putting it out independently without any help from labels. At the time, building up No Limit Records. I think that was the first time in the media that we saw something that was assigned to CBS, Columbia, or whatever. It was just its own independent entity. And not only were they doing music, they were doing film, and they were doing, you know, all these different things, and kind of setting a trend for the South. So I think owning your own stuff is just, you know, you just have that feeling of not only owning your own product, but you see the fruits of the labor yourself. It's not a middle person that's in the mix taking their little cut. You put hard work into making this music, and you have merchandise, and you have CDs and vinyl, and you get to see that fruits of labor on your own. For any artist, that's just, you know, to see that is gratifying. You're like, you're doing it right, and that's what you're supposed to do as an artist.
So today, you all have like pretty much direct selling to fans. It's like Bandcamp or what
Very
names are you
popular.
using?
Yeah, Bandcamp.
What's
I mean, I
working
think we
for
all
you
have
guys?
Bandcamp, which is stuff. You know, a lot of our stuff is on iTunes as well. But the good part about how the independent game is now is that you don't have to stay with just one distributor. Now, you know, you can either distribute it on your own, or you can have someone to help you distribute it out, you know, to your farther reach than maybe your local region. And the good thing about an independent label is that you can choose whichever you want to do, and you can choose the time that you want to have this contract where they do something, like where they're going to distribute your music to. So in the past, you didn't have this power at all. You relied on the label told you where they were going to put your music. And so yeah, so it's, you know, it's a lot different than it was back in the days. And it's a lot better.
And actually, any of y'all want to touch that one? Or you?
Yes, sir.
That's on my album called Blunt Park Sessions. That you can find it on iTunes. Blunt Park is actually a park that's in my hometown of Springfield, Massachusetts. I grew up in that park, so that's why it's entitled. All y'all 90s weeds heads like, yo, we call it Blunt Park. It's actually a park. It's actually a park. It's a